are. You got a quick story to share with us, Eli?
Yeah, sure. Brett put me on the spot. So I just
Brett
to
put
share
all of us on the spot.
true story. Yeah, so I am the executive director for Climbers for Christ, which is a chapter-based ministry formed in the U.S. but is global. So we have 6 international chapters and counting. And I got hired as the executive director at the end of February and started raising personal support at the beginning of March. So it's been a really interesting time to onboard in a relational action sports ministry when we can't go anywhere or do anything here in Oregon and throughout the US. But it's been really powerful too. The Acts Network has been a huge support, Brett in particular. And then we've had, so part of my project for the first 2 months is getting funded to actually do ministry full time. And God has showed up day after day, week after week, because doing it alone would be difficult in this time, if not impossible. And we've had our leadership team step in. We've been without a director for almost 2 years now. He passed away. And a bunch of our leadership stepped up and raised over $20,000 to do a matching grant to get us rolling. And we have till the end of the month to finish that, and we're already over halfway. So it's been really, really amazing to see that God wants to see this ministry and ministries like ours, so all of you guys, succeed even in the midst of total chaos and turmoil. At a time when I thought it'll be really difficult to hit any kind of funding targets, in a week, God was like, well, how about we do 10,000? And in like 10 days, he's like, oh, let's make it 23,000. And it's just continued to grow. And so we're seeing that. And it's been encouraging to connect with others. I met Mike Alba in Mexico and a few others, just to see that God is continuing to connect the action sports world. And for me and for Climbers for Christ to know that we're not alone in this. We're coming out of a lack of leadership for a couple of years. We're coming out of a small, almost non-existent budget, and God is moving in the middle of all of it. So it's been pretty powerful to see. And I'm excited because I know that there's a lot of us who do multiple sports. I've never self-identified as a climber first. It's one of many action sports that I enjoy. So I'm excited to see how partnerships continue to grow. I'm stoked because we have another year for the Olympics, and for climbing, that's pretty huge because climbing is in the Olympics for the first time whenever it happens. And so there's just this opportunity to kind of delay and prepare and see God work rapidly on the global scale for us and really for all of us in this room. So that's the story.
Wowzer. Well, it's not an easy time for anyone, but we have a person coming on staff too that's trying to fundraise, and I'm like, man, what a wild time. But if God is really as amazing and as sovereign as he is, then he's got a really cool plan, so that when people hear the story, they're like, man, that could only be God, you know? So that's really encouraging to hear. And it's good that we can join with you in praying for that.